RDAllen right here playing Farming Simulator 19 on Flint Hills. Another beautiful day. Well, okay, maybe not quite a beautiful day in the game here. It is currently raining. Since last episode, went ahead and finished up what we're working on. Slept through the night here. The fields should be somewhat ready to harvest. At least I think some of them are anyway. Yes, 4 is ready, 5 is ready, 10 is ready. 9 is not quite ready yet, but it's close. I was obviously planning on harvesting here this episode. We'll probably be fast-forwarding time here in just a few minutes to get rid of that. That rain, that is. So anyway, yeah, so I decided while it was raining to, maybe do a little testing and, check things out here. I might have driven a few tractors out in the field here, out in the mud. Just testing things out, right? I'm just, seeing what happens here. Now, I do notice this tractor here, whoever modded this tractor did a proper job. It's got the duals set up properly. Yeah, the tractor, it's not doing great, but we're moving around, right? It's working. And I don't know, maybe can't really see it real well here, but hopefully you can see that there's actually 2 tires. There's mud by that tire, mud by that tire, right? And then, of course, we'll come back to that. Grabbed the John Deere 6030 here as well. Oh, gets it shut off. It's part of the 6030. 6030, just keeps on moving. Doesn't really know there's mud there. Hardly it seems like actually it's moving a lot better here 2 moments ago. Maybe the fact that it shut off and sunk down. This track also obviously set up properly here with the duals. I would have to know that just because I might have worked on this tractor here a little bit. And then, of course, this one here. This one actually does quite well in the mud. It doesn't even really slow down at all. 14 mile an hour, it tops out about 19, doesn't it? Yeah, it doesn't even notice the mud. We're just blazing through it. Now, this contraption over here known as a white, everyone, oh boy, I guess the brakes must be effective, eh? Wow, talk about taking a moment to stop there. Yes, the white 2180. Oh, wow, it's actually moving. Well, there we go. Sort of moving. I drove out to the field there just before I started recording. That is literally as far as I made it a moment ago. I just literally stopped there and oh yeah, there we go, and just started spinning. That's literally what happened a moment ago. Got so far when it just, yep, we're stuck spinning. And this tractor doesn't want to go nowhere. Now, I don't think we're burying ourselves any lower from what I can tell. That's good, I suppose. However, this tractor, the big difference, everyone, it's kind of hard to see, isn't it? This tractor, if you notice, only has mud on the one tire. These duals are not set up properly. This tractor does not actually have duals in the game. Just thought I wanted to point that out here a minute before we kind of actually get into this episode, so to speak. Okay, so let's see if we can get rid of some of this rain here. And I'm hoping it's not going to rain all day. Typical farming sim fashion. It looks like it's going to. Anyone else get annoyed by the rain in the game, everyone? Because when it rains, it rains all freaking day. It's like you might as well blow the day because, yeah, we're 1,400 hours here now, and it is still raining. It doesn't show any sign of letting up. A couple hours worth of rain here and there. Okay, but come on now. What you asked, I suppose it can rain all day in real life too, everyone, but still. Oh, there we go, finally. Still spitting a little bit. There we go. Now it's clear up. Now someone is going to have to go get all the tractors out of the field here. That white might just have to sit there and tell them, oh, there we go. Mud's gone. Mud is gone. Soon as the rain quits. Loud tractor. Okay, well, I'll get the rest of that equipment out of there in a few moments. Let's get some harvesting set up here, everyone. So we got 5, 4, and 10, and actually 11 might, or I'm not, sorry, 11. Actually, 11 might be ready to harvest too, maybe. Probably not. 9 might be ready. Well, no, actually not. Really. All that fast forwarding, and 9 has not grown at all, huh? Interesting. Well, I guess that is what it is. Let's get started on, what field shall we start on here? What is on? 4 is corn. Okay. Curse me, did I ever buy any corn headers for my combines? I don't think I bought any corn headers, have I? I don't believe I have. Okay, well, we got oats. Oh, shall we start with the oats? We'll start with the oats here, I guess. Seeing as how we don't have any corn headers, let's start with the oats. Actually, what is on 5 is soybeans. Okay, well, we can maybe work on both fields at once here. Just me, or is that tire like doing strange things when it's rotating? Maybe just my eyes playing tricks on me. Could be. Looks like some weird stuff going on there. Yeah, it's actually turning on the rim, isn't it? It's actually not turning on the axle. Okay. John Deere 8820. Everyone kept requesting me to get one of these here back in the previous single-player series there on Medicine Creek. So anyway, we got one on this series. Yeah, we'll get one combine going on each field here. I think that'll probably be a good way of doing it. I don't know if I want to get both combines going on the same field or not, at least not yet anyway. And let's grab the other combine here then. Where is the other combine? Did I put that away somewhere? Thought I left it sitting out, but maybe not. Nope, not in there. Also not in there. Okay. I want it out, just start tabbing. Still tabbing. Still tabbing. Oh my god, there we go. We're parked out front. That's where I left it. Yeah, okay. Looks like everything's all good and repaired up here at this point. Again, after sleeping through the night there, everyone, the auto repair mod just repairs everything back to 100%, or 0%, I guess, technically, I should say, right? 0% there on the bar. We'll see once maybe we'll get Courseplay to do some unloading here or something on this field. Actually, this field might be interesting. Speaking of this field here, someone had a good idea. Why don't I just finish cutting this field off? Actually, just finish splitting it where the wind turbines are running through everyone. Just make it 2 fields. That actually probably would be a very good idea and probably would solve Courseplay's headache with this field, because again, when we're gonna be harvesting everyone, this might be a real problem here for Courseplay. I don't know. We'll have to see once here. Something tells me Courseplay is not going to like this field, but we'll find out. Let's get Courseplay going here. Course generation, field 10. Let's do, I don't know, how about 4 headlands? Shouldn't have to turn on any islands or anything like that for this field here. It's just the road that goes out into the middle of it. Gee, kind of looks like, of course, I might have missed that one. Is that N1? Oh, that N1 might be actually like on the end. Okay, that might be fine. And actually, I meant to click first waypoint. They're not actually start them. And then let's save that here field. Yeah, field, what field was this? Field 10. Yes, field 10. Field 10. 0.9 meter harvest. Okay, now we can drive the course. We'll leave Courseplay to that here. Well, actually, we won't leave it for long here. We're going to grab a grain cart, I figure. Oh, let's see. What's a good tractor to pull the grain cart with? Probably the 4960 here, I'm thinking, everyone. We do have some articulated tractors as well, but I don't know if that would be a really good choice here with Courseplay. Although, everyone, we did note, I say that's maybe not a great choice. That actually turned out to be a pretty good choice here. What, was it Nowhere, Kansas? I think it was Nowhere, Kansas when we were playing. And turns out the articulated tractors actually seem to do better than just a regular, normal driving tractor like this, right? It's a big grain cart here for this tractor. This is, what size is this again? 1051. Okay, yeah, well, yeah, it can handle it, I guess. It's the right color green after all, so that helps. Oh, and you know what? I should really grab a truck. And I really should maybe see if I can set this up with auto drive as well. But I think for this time around here, I'm just going to grab Courseplay and get Courseplay set up. But yes, getting an auto drive course here. Actually, you know what? I'm not sure. How does auto drive work when it comes to grain carts? I'm not sure on that one. I've done auto drive when it comes to, you know, just the truck driving to the field, driving to the sell point or the silo system. I'm not sure on grain cart, though. I'll have to maybe look into that here in the future. Okay, let's get that folded out. Let's go grab. I'm thinking the truck probably would be the best choice here. Yeah, definitely thinking the truck. We'll take the gravity wagons over to field 5 there. If I do at some point get that set up on Courseplay, then Courseplay can use the self-unload mode. Speaking of self-unload, I was told I should make sure I shut self-unload off if we're using the grain cart. Otherwise, someone told me in the comments here that the grain cart and the combine will just chase each other around trying to unload each other, and it's quite hilarious. Actually, I've never had that happen yet, everyone. I have left self-unload mode on, and has not seemed to cause any problems that I've noticed. Okay, we'll just park the truck there. And if you have not created a course like this before, well, it's pretty simple. In fact, I would say it's very simple. Really doesn't actually matter what mode you're in, but we're going to put it in the right mode anyway. Interesting that it shows a couple modes it shouldn't here, but this probably is a pretty good spot to start course recording. Normally I like to have a little bit bigger run up than that, but I'm trying to make the best of it here, a little bit tight in this spot. Hopefully that's close enough. I might need to be a little closer here. Set a waiting point. And then away we go. I'm going to drive out a little further here just too so he doesn't get into that windmill there, hopefully. And then stop. Save this as field 10. Unload tractor. Again, that's just how I name my Courseplay courses when it comes to grain carting. However you want to name them is purely up to you. And then we're going to do, yeah, John Deere 9610. Interesting, the other combine does not show up. Okay. I shouldn't have to tell them to search on field. Just tell them search 9610 and we should be good. And you may want to turn off avoid route here in this case. Now, the one question I do have here, everyone, is what is he going to do with this road here? I don't know. Is he going to, like, try to follow around the outside edge of the field? Which is fine if that's what he does. Okay. It's going to take him a while longer to have the combines over here all the way around. I'm going to picture Courseplay doing that. Now, also, what is Courseplay doing at the moment? I don't know what Courseplay is doing here, everyone. Not sure. And in probably typical Courseplay fashion, I'm not sure Courseplay knows what it's doing either. That doesn't look good. What are you doing, Courseplay? Well, let's go turn off the self-unload mode here. I'm pretty sure it's on this combine at the moment. Let's see what's the combine. Yeah, we'll deactivate that for the time being. I'm expecting to see Courseplay is stuck message here any moment. Don't know what's going on there, but... Okay, and then the truck. Let's record a quick course with the truck here. This you could probably, I'm sure, definitely get set up with auto drive. And we're going to do that mode right there. Start course recording. Didn't exactly stop, did he? Well, doesn't exactly have anything in him. So I suppose that's probably why, hopefully. Turn around. Yes, we're turning around in the crops, but gotta make this as simple as possible for Courseplay here. Oh, and someone has left some gravity wagons sitting in the way. Okay, well, it's hard to get good help nowadays. Let's just, you know, grab a hold of the back of these. I've been working out here this morning, everyone, so you know, should be good, right? Actually, it's this evening in the game now, right? Yep. Just kind of pull those out of the way for now. Oh boy, look out for grain bin. Yeah, that should be good. Now, in all fairness, I mean, in real life, you can move those gravity wagons around typically with no problem. And just drive across there. Don't need any sort of waiting or unload point there. Courseplay should automatically detect that. And then back to the field. Oh, the 9610 needs to be unloaded. Well, come on, Courseplay, what are you doing? It would appear from here he is making his way around the field. Excellent. Okay, and we'll just, oh, I don't know, stop that about there. That should be pretty good. Field 10. Unload truck. On the first waypoint there, and drive the course. Okay, this field here should, in theory, be fully set up here with Courseplay. We'll see once how long Courseplay can remain semi-functional. I don't know, place your bets, everyone. Oh, wow, look at that. Yeah, look at that. Courseplay is actually unloading. Wow. Mighty impressive. What version of Courseplay I'm on? Version, I can't even read that. 17? 17, yes. Reminds me, I forgot, I was going to update my version of Courseplay. I've not done that yet. That's on the list of things I want to update it. From what I was told here a couple days ago, Courseplay made some major improvements, supposedly. I don't know. I'll believe it when I see it. Okay, anyway, we'll leave Courseplay to that. I'm going to go harvest. Well, actually, let's get some grain carts here. Or gravity wagons in this case. Get the 60-30 off the field here a moment as well. Okay, yeah, we'll just park that there. Now, let's go grab the white here. We'll get that hooked back up to the gravity wagons. And like I was saying, tow those back out to that field there. We are harvesting soybeans on that field. So again, yields on soybeans shouldn't be overly high. It'll be interesting to see, Evan, what we get with the precision farming DLC here. I'm kind of curious to see what our yields will be around, will be this time around. Let's see, sell to Dunkerton. I think I sold all the crops I have in storage, which reminds me, wrong button we need to do. This, open menu. Kind of annoying when you can't actually see it in the normal, regular menu. I mean, oh well. Yeah, everything is empty. Okay, so I sold all the remaining wheat we had, I believe it was, in storage. That's why we're back in the positive money here again, and also paid off what little loan we had left as well. Okay, there we go. It's a pretty good spot to leave that if you ask me. Let's go grab the combine and start harvesting. As I've said before, I went harvesting, one of my more favorite activities in the game here. Although John Deere X9 combine might be kind of nice on this map. We'll have to see once where we're at after this harvest, what we can all afford. Bigger planter would definitely be nice as well. What is that, like, weird dirt that's showing up there? That's kind of weird. Okay. I think I noticed that before. Just a little weird there, if you ask me. Oh, anyway, what's the yield looking like here? You know what? I might not have reset the yield on this field. I don't remember. Well, yield looks like it's looking better than it was last time around. I'm seeing some yellow there. Was that about 85%, 80%? 90%? No, 90%. Okay, looks like we're looking at about 90% yield there at the moment. Like I said, I forgot to hit the reset for this field. Which shouldn't be an issue if I understand it correctly. Although some people are saying you may want to do that, and it supposedly helps make all the data work right and stuff. I personally have not noticed that. Precision farming just seems to be a little bit derpy in that regard, at least on the multiplayer server. Looks like we're getting a couple sections of 95 there as well. Nice. That's not too shabby. And I would assume that once we get out in the middle of the field, maybe a little bit better. Actually, it might not be much better because this soil type here kind of goes across the field, so it might be about the same. What about nitrogen? So yes, it looks like it is adding nitrogen. It should be, what, 40, right? According to this, yeah, it looks like it's adding 40 units of nitrogen back to the soil. We're pretty much, I think, at 0 there from the looks of it, so... Nothing like a little harvesting there, right, everyone? Nothing like a little... Whoa, what happened to the yield over here now? Oh, my goodness. What is up with the yield? And I think that's the yield map it's showing. Yeah, it says yield. That is showing the yield map. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Yeah, well, what happened to our yields? It was looking pretty good. Oh, is that actually... Is that really soil dependent, huh? Wow. We went from, let's see, sandy loam and loam to silty clay. And silty clay, we're getting 50%. Okay. Well, we probably won't get a lot off this field then, will we? If that's look like that the whole time. Wow. So, yeah, here's a question for those who have used precision farming, of course. The pH value over here, everyone, is perfect. Why is the yield only 50% then? And again, at least when it comes to nitrogen, to my understanding, no nitrogen is needed, and indeed the nitrogen was 0. At the very least here, everyone, though, it is adding nitrogen back into the soil. This is something on the multiplayer server, like I said before, I don't think it was working because it would sometimes not add nitrogen back to the soil. Also wouldn't take lime out, wouldn't take fertilizer out, nitrogen back out. Just in general, broken if you ask me. Anyway, let's see if we can read a few comments here this episode before we wrap it up here. A reminder too, by the way, everyone, if you'd like to join us in on the multiplayer servers, that information down below in the description there. We are still playing on Madison Creek on the multiplayer servers. Again, just join us in on the RDAllen TeamSpeak server. Reminder again, anyone is welcome to join as long as you can play nicely and follow the rules. Anyway, to the comments here. Terry was saying, don't you hate it when you hit the wrong button and sell stuff in the field? Oh, yes. It's probably happened a couple of times. Usually, I don't know if I've done the sell it accidentally on purpose or accidentally too often, but I click other buttons accidentally quite frequently. Speaking of accidents, apparently yesterday's episode was quite accident prone there. Obviously, I missed a little section of the video in the middle due to a power issue. It looked like OBS had still recorded that video, but yeah, I was not able to do anything with it, unfortunately. So, again, that's what happened there. Jeffrey was saying, also my opinion, never apply nitrogen before planting unless you apply manure, whether it is solid or liquid. as they only apply up to 60 liters per hectare. It says 60. I think that's is it 60 liters or 60 units? Whatever it is. Bumps it up 60. Unless you're planting soybeans, which you don't need nitrogen at all, but you already know that. Yep. And that, of course, again, everyone, is the reason why I planted soybeans on some of these fields. I was hoping by planting soybeans, I can bump up the nitrogen levels just a little bit, so I would then not have to put as much on. Hopefully that makes sense. Picking a slurry there, I wouldn't mind maybe getting into a little bit of slurry application here this time around. We'll probably just end up like buying the slurry one because, again, we don't have any cows. I really wasn't planning on getting into any cows here on this map either. I don't believe anyone requested it either, so we'll probably just buy manure at some point here. Jim was saying, great video as always. Keep up the great work. Hey, thank you very much for that there, Jim. I do like Trailer Park Farms buildings on this map, even if the larger one on the main farm does cause some lag. Ended up selling off the 72 by 150 shed by the fuel tanks in the map. It was simply not big enough to house all the large equipment and implements. And Randy has most of his equipment sitting outside. Yeah, I do agree. That building is... it's probably going to work for some of our smaller stuff anyway, if I put it away. Jim was saying he used Buster's Shed 2 for storing his equipment there instead. Animal TVI was saying if you use Courseplay on the grain cart, make sure you deactivate the combine self-unload. Says I didn't do that, and it spent 10 minutes chasing each other around the field. Yes, I believe I mentioned this comment here a few moments ago. I find that rather amusing. Kind of annoying that C70 sits there with that message popped up all the time. Oh well. So I wonder, Evan, are we really going to get 50% yield? Back to the silty clay. We're going to get 50% yield across that section of the field there. That seems a little painful. At least it is changing, though, because, again, on the multiplayer server, and as I've said before, we would harvest the field. The entire field, regardless of soil type, would be exactly the same. It'd all be, 55% or 65%. So at least here it is varying. It's not just all the same. So to me, that at least makes me think it is working. May not like the numbers we're getting, but at least I think it's working. Definitely don't like 50% though. That seems a little harsh. I wonder when it says 50%, is it possible to be less than 50%? No idea. Okay, let's go ahead and empty while we're going past here. Might as well. Ooh, and it's about time to wrap it up for this episode already, isn't it? Okay, well, let's we're almost full, 91%. Yeah, let's go ahead and unload. Maybe a good time to go check and see how the other combine is on the other field is doing. Sure, looks like a good gravity wagon to aim for. Whatever one works, right? Oh, let's see what we're up to over here. Looks like we're still rolling yet. I mean, that's a good sign. Courseplay isn't like stuck somewhere, is it? No. He's a little off the field there a little bit. Seems a little weird. Oh, and he's actually full again. He's actually cutting out a little path here for the grain cart pulling alongside. Now, I wonder if Courseplay was actually able to detect that it has trees there, because I don't see like a cutout here of one where Courseplay would have unloaded. And of course, being wide open like this, Courseplay would not have needed a spot to unload either. I'm kind of wondering what if it happened somewhere else. No, I don't see anything else along here either. Obviously, you can see the spot where he unloaded over there. We caught that one. Wonder if Courseplay actually knew enough to not need a I don't know what you call it, but where the combine, cuts out a spot so there's enough room for the grain cart to drive alongside of it. Cool. I'd be impressed if Courseplay actually was that smart, but... Anyway, looking at the time, it looks like it is time to wrap it up here for this episode. So on that note, you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.